Hello again, everyone. It's Vince from Trading Winds, and this is our update for Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend so far. Let's just take a look quickly at how the week finished off. Slightly in the red here, but I do mean slightly. The Dow down 4 points here, the S&P down 16, and the Russell down, the NASDAQ down 60. All three sitting in pretty good spots. I mean, the Dow here near all-time highs, the S&P firmly above this upper trend line. The Nasdaq just about to break through this prior high, and the Russell was down 24 and a half. It looks like it's being rejected at this line here, but again, there is support below, so we'll see. Well, I'm still looking for the Russell to break above um, this high here, this 2285 high, and from there, I think we've got a pretty clear path ahead. So, still looking for some upward movement here for the Russell. If we look at crude oil, it was down 16 cents. So sitting right at that downsloping 20 here, actually, it's starting to flatten out a little. We can say we have higher lows here. What we're waiting for is a break above the September 17th high to say we have higher highs as well on the daily. Not a big deal. Won't make a big difference on, the weekly or the monthly chart. Here we are still looking for a break either below this recent range or above here. Obviously, we're much closer to the lows, but I think if we were to overcome that September 17th high, we there's a good chance that we've held that low, and now we start making our way back up here, and remain in that range, for the near future. And so if we take out that September 17th, I'd be looking for a move back into the 76, 77 area up here. Uh, Gold just looking fantastic. Fresh new all-time high, pushing through that prior high. Um, the structure here, that stair step uh, trend, fully intact, just looks really good overall. Silver as well. It was up only 8 cents, but there isn't a whole lot of overhead resistance left. 30 was the key level. We not only broke above it, we retested it successfully. So now I think, excuse me, I think we're on our way to 32 here, 32 and a half at a minimum. And once we break that, we should look for even higher prices on silver. Bond yields mostly higher. The dollar finishing uh, slightly higher than Thursday's close, but certainly not a great week at all for the dollar. The VIX, though, settling back and finishing just north of 16 here, 16. So overall, a fairly um, good week overall for the equity indices. That's what I was trying to say. Now, let's look at a few trade ideas. To the long side, ACGL hit my scan this weekend, and there it is, a buy right along that significantly upsloping 20. Now, we have seen a bit of a range here, right? We could box this, and we should box this here. Let me get the right drawing tool right in here. So, one way to look at this, actually, before I do that, let's just quickly look at the weekly. You can see just a beautiful, solid trend to the upside at all-time highs, right? Earnings are 38 days away, nothing to worry about there. So, obviously, our rule is, waiting for a trade above Friday's high here for a trigger. Since it isn't all that far from these all-time highs, you could be a little more conservative and wait for a break above there. Um, and that would be the safest thing to do. So that's what I will be looking for here. Um, is a break out of this box and a move into all-time highs. But this looks really good to me. On the short side, earlier in the week, we had profiled snowflake here, SNOW, on this reentry here. The low was never taken out, did not trigger, right? On Thursday, we had that strong rally. It moved up. And now on Friday, got rejected again. So, yet again, another rejection at that 20. And remember, the great thing about this one is that, you know, we are pretty much at all-time lows. So there's no support below. So this one still looks like a great short to me. Again, I will be looking for a move below Friday's low here for an official trigger. And then when we spoke about in our chat on Friday, that I think Raul brought up Estee Lauder, EL, looking like a great short here. We've got a re-entry here to the short side. Again, a nice rejection at that downsloping 20. We're going from, top left to bottom right, which is exactly what we want to see for a short. Look at the weekly, significant downtrend in place. We really haven't had any sort of attempt at testing the 20 here on the weekly um, since April or so. I mean, it's just been an incredible push lower. Here's the monthly. I mean, it looks like a falling knife, and there really isn't much in the way of support left here. There you go. So we don't really run into any significant support until we get down to 25, and the stock is at 85. So there is plenty of room for this to continue to drop. Earnings are 39 days away, not a concern. So ACGL, Snow and EL is what I'm looking at there. Let me quickly here uh, bring up the sorry, I'm searching it on another monitor. I'll bring it into the screen in just a second here. Looking for the economic calendar. Let's bring that into view here. And let's see, what do we have this coming week? On Monday, the Fed Bostic speech, that's not a big deal. Kashkari speaks as well. On Tuesday, we get the Red Book report, house price index, money supply. Wednesday, the MBA mortgage apps, new home sales. That'll be something to look for. Building permits. Thursday, GDP. So I guess that's the biggie this week. GDP, durable goods, jobless claims. So Thursday will be the big one. We have a number of Fed officials speaking as well on Thursday. And Friday, we get personal income, personal spending, and the Michigan consumer sentiment numbers. So there you have it. A pretty good week coming up, meaning not a lot that can impact this, at least not until Thursday. So, we'll just let these signals play themselves out. But right now, as I mentioned, overall equities are looking pretty strong here. All right. That's about it for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you on our next update. Take care.